Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to the training workshop conducted by Exposure Studio Productions. This is an online training portfolio workshop from concept to creation to help you showcase your talents with a hands-on session coming afterwards. I'm today's facilitator, Vivian. I believe you may have heard the word portfolio before. Under what circumstances did you hear it? How well do you know about this word? Well, I have some related quotes here. We may go through them together and see what others' understandings of this word are. So we may have a look for a few seconds. These are some quotes and models from Chase Jarvis, Nicholas Taleb, Floyd Mayweather, and Paul Orfalea. So portfolio, we say, it is a document that provides qualitative and quantitative information about your accomplishments, skills, and experiences. It is also a collection of your best work samples that can illustrate your skills and expertise in a particular domain. It can also be a website, a binder, or a physical book, depending on the line of work or your profession. Some of you may get confused with the concepts of resume and portfolio and wonder what their differences are. In order to illustrate more vividly, I would like to use two pictures as a metaphor to help you better understand. Resume, as tropical fruit concentrate, aims to summarize your professional, personal, and educational experiences and provide a brief overview of your credentials. While portfolio, as a huge fruit collection, expands a curated collection of your work assets and activities, which is a more detailed version of your career, by showing the target viewers all of the probative materials included. So from theory back to reality, how is a portfolio practically applied in real life? I'm going to show you a YouTube video which may give you some valuable insights. So let's have a look.
Swell is a reusable water bottle company on a mission to rid the world of single-use plastic bottles. It's a really great place to work. I've been there for 4 years now, and I love it. Once I had gone in and interviewed and kind of connected with the hiring manager, I left knowing like, okay, I'm gonna have to put together a portfolio to kind of show off some of these different skills that they were looking for, be it Photoshop or photography or copywriting. So I went home and put myself to task. I grabbed the one Swell bottle I had and started going around the city and taking pictures, kind of setting up a mini studio in my apartment, taking videos or GIFs of my Swell bottle and sending them to the hiring manager in the hopes that they would land. It's funny because when I look back on those pictures now, I really don't think they were that great, but I think it just goes back to like I was trying and putting in effort, and I think that's what helped me kind of stand apart. I don't think it can ever hurt to express that you're really passionate about it and you're very eager to learn and very determined to have that job, and if you have to follow up 4 times with no answer, then that's what you have to do. In the end, people are just looking to hire passionate people, and if you go the extra mile, I think it'll work to your benefit.
Yeah, so this video kind of shows us the importance of creating a portfolio for an interview. And now let's go back to our slides. Portfolio is definitely an excellent way to present your work to the target viewers and display the skills that qualify you for a position. While, of course, not every occasion requires a portfolio, a strong demonstration of your work can help distinguish you from other candidates depending on your industry. So you may achieve these objectives by creating and elevating your portfolio. So portfolio can help us back up your experience. Adding the examples of the previous work is a concrete way to endorse your experience in the field, and the portfolio will be a key reference before making the decisions. Also, we may talk about the work. It goes without saying that a picture is worth 1,000 words. This applies perfectly in this case. Portfolio is also your personal marketing tool, which is a consistent record of your growth. The portfolio gives us, the viewers, a much clearer idea of the way we work. Through the portfolio, we can promote ourselves, and we sell our work and our skills. So it is very significant that you analyze what to add. Regardless of your majors and disciplines, having your own portfolio is unquestionably beneficial with no harm. It can be utilized in various occasions and circumstances, like scholarship, job search, and also leading a conversation in an interview, and also especially for our new-to-be digital creators here. So you may see that is our promotional board over there with the logo DCC. Once you have your own portfolio, we can put it into our DCC directory for the teachers to screen and select. So it's never too late to build our own portfolio. Years ago, portfolios were lugged around during interviews. Like before, there was no computer or no USB discs. So the interviewees, they're so poor that they have to have a big backpack and then put a big Word file in it. And then they open the file and then numerous hard copies just flying out. But in today's digital world, we have the portfolio. We can create a fabulous online portfolio to house all of our visual works and projects. Therefore, it is quite essential and helpful to make our portfolio visually appealing. So here are the benefits of an online version portfolio instead of a hard copy one. So you already know that a portfolio is a collection of our best work samples. I believe you all have numerous materials related to adding, maybe your certificate, or maybe your achievements, or maybe your transcripts. But would that be way too much? You don't know what items are necessary to be selected? We can help. Anything that spotlights your accomplishments and abilities should go in your portfolio. It should capture an idea of who you are and what you can do. Remember to use the information and the examples that are most current and relevant. So we can write a short introduction, some skills, learning experiences, and also, of course, some certifications, the accomplishments, work samples, and maybe the feedback from your teachers, your professors, or your ex-employers, and recommendation letters, and also, of course, your contact. Let's say the phone number or email. So in the previous slides, the first item, it's about me summary. We're writing a self-introduction for a portfolio, which refers to the about me summary we just mentioned in the previous slide. You want to be concise, yet informative, like showcasing your skills and experience relevant to the work you're presenting. So here are some tips for this about me summary. You can start with your name and profession. Say, like, clearly state who you are and what you do. And second, highlight your expertise. Like, mention your key skills or areas of specialization. Like, what's your major, what's your expertise, what you work on. And then showcase your experience. Briefly touch on your relevant experience or some notable projects, like maybe some extracurricular activities, and include your passion or unique selling point. What sets you apart? What makes you different from your peers or other candidates? And 5, last but not least, end with a call to action or a positive note to encourage the reader, or we say the interviewers, to explore your work or get in touch, so that like your audience or your target readers, they say, okay, I'm gonna hire you, I wanna keep in touch with you, how they can contact you. And down below there's an example. I use the name Peter Pan, so you may use this as a sample as well to write your own about me summary. So apart from the tips above, we hope these guidelines can also help you with your portfolio creation. First, define the objective of your portfolio. Second, define your target audience. Who is going to read it? 3, show the quality rather than quantity. I mean, yeah, we are so eager to put our achievements and accomplishments in our portfolio, but sometimes too much may not be a good thing. And fourth, update your portfolio regularly. So as you may find out, I have introduced some criteria of the good portfolios from a macro level. And now I would like to introduce some other criteria from a design level. Interviewers, they may not have much time to spend on each applicant's portfolio. So why not attract them by creating one with a good design to draw their attention? There are 4 significant points. So first, select your best work. 2, include a case study. 3, show your personality. And D, choose the right platform. You can create your portfolio as a magazine, which is not about celebrities or exhibitions, but for yourself. So we can see the magazines everywhere in the bookstores. So see how the magazines design and then make your portfolio a magazine for your own. First of all, select your best work. You can choose around 6 to 10 of your best pieces of work and showcase the one you think is the most impressive on your homepage. And second, you can include some case studies on separate pages and demonstrate the entire process. So these steps can outstand your strengths, problem-solving abilities, and thinking processes, and let the interviewer evaluate whether you are a suitable candidate. Yeah, case studies is not for academic only. It can be also used for our portfolio. And thirdly, show your personality. You can use some different graphic elements to represent yourself and your work. So make sure that your portfolio can reflect your experience. If you're very confident of yourself, you may put your photo on your homepage. So just like the example on the upper left part. Every font and color also matters as well. If you feel that, for example, my favorite color is orange, and I think orange color is so vivid and vibrant, it can represent me so well, so I may incorporate various orange elements throughout my portfolio. You can also add a strapline, or we can say it's called a subtitle, which to some extent may help to describe ourselves and our value. So finally, I say choose the right platform. Below are 2 of the most commonly used platforms that we recommend for now. The first one is called Wix, which is popular for offering different templates for various industries. So the second one is called Squarespace. It is used by designers more often. So here I introduce 2 most commonly used platforms, but besides the platforms listed here on the slide, today we will demonstrate another portfolio making tool, which is user-friendly as well. It's called Microsoft Sway, followed by a step-by-step hands-on session. So before I start my presentation, I'd like to have a short survey. How many of you have heard of Microsoft before? Yeah, like most of you, like all of you will raise your hands. But how many of you have heard of or even tried Microsoft Sway before? Microsoft Sway, not Microsoft Word or Excel or PowerPoint. No one, right? Okay. As we could tell from its name, it is a tool from the Microsoft company. So before I show you how the interface actually looks like, let's take a peek at its main features and functions. So it can compile the text, images, audios, videos, and other files like PDF, Word, or any other files from Microsoft company. And it can apply the designer-created layouts and color schemes for free. Or Sway can even help us suggest design elements that match your content. And you can also import other relevant content from other sources, and you can share your completed Sway on the web. That means you finish your portfolio, so just one click at the share button, and then you can share your portfolio to all your target audience. So by using Microsoft Sway, we don't need to worry about how to begin or where to start. So the procedures are quite easy and clear. So first of all, we need to sign in and create a new one. And next, we create the storyline. And 3, we give our Sway a title. D, we add various contents inside. And then E, we customize and change this different style. And the last step is to preview and then share your sway. So pay attention to the second picture. I said storyline. Let's create sway storyline. Storyline is something that we connect everything together. So cards are the basics of our sway portfolio storyline. So our contents will be arranged in the sequential order by adding cards. So in the cards, they may include photos, images, screenshots, or PDF, files, and even text captions. And we can arrange them at any time to suit our needs. So this is how the cards look like later. We may take a peek. So a wide range types of materials are supported in the Microsoft Sway, such as text, images, audio clips, video files, maps, and even Office documents. So same as above, these contents we want are held by the cards. And wondering how the final production looks on Microsoft Sway? So we have a few convincing examples here from the Learning to Learn Mini Learning e-Portfolio Contest, which is held in 2023, last year, by EDC. So in this contest, participants share their learning experiences and how they achieve their learning goals in one semester. Here, let's have a look at the examples. You may also have a look of all of our entries on this website, Learning to Learn from Educational Development Center. All right, so the first one I'm going to show you is number 6. She is the winner of the Best Learning Portfolio Award, Gold, and also the Best Portfolio Design Award, called Progress Over Perfection, How to Make Bad Art, by Bharati Das from School of Design. Yeah, she's a PhD. So you may see from the link that it is produced all the way by Microsoft Sway, and it looks awesome. So there are some drawings and paintings from her and the designs. She also talked about her experiences and goals for learning. And the different layouts and the fonts. And also can insert some videos as well. And bullet points are quite clear. Yeah, so this is the first example I'm going to show you. And the second example I'm going to show you is example number 14. He is the winner of the Elemental Award, called A Journey to be AI Engineer, by Pan Kang Jiao from Department of Electronic and Information Engineering. Now it's called Department EEE now. He talked about his dream and his goal and how he pursued his goal, from small objectives to big objectives, and the key results. He analyzed his weaknesses and strengths and how his plans. Also, there's a habit tracker, his reflections and learning outcomes. Also insert some pictures, and then he got the offer. So 3 reflections and the useful tips. And last but not least, there's the conclusion and looking forward part and acknowledgement. Yeah. So the third example I'm going to show you is example number 9. So it's called Take the First Step and Push Beyond Your Limits by Xu Ting from Department of Management and Marketing, MM. Yeah, she's quite confident of herself. That put her portrait in here, 2 learning goals, and here there's a link. See, the link can be inserted. And this is like the horizontal layout, and her YouTube channel, her vlog, something like this. And also, yeah, there's an audio and the video, how she crossed the barriers. Yeah, that's it. So due to the time constraints, we may not be able to go through all of the examples, but you're always welcome to view more entries from this website for a better inspiration. And let's go back to our slides. Here we go. So after all of these introductions and illustrations, I believe most of you cannot wait to have a try by yourselves during the hands-on session. Now, without further ado, let's open the laptop and begin. So may I invite everybody to open your laptop, please? And you may follow me. Here we go. So first of all, you can go to this link. Microsoft Suite. So to log in, we strongly recommend that you use your PolyU email to log into this website. And I will move on to the next step when I see like everybody has finished their procedure. Okay, I can see most of you have finished the first procedure, and let's click on Create New. Create New. And then we may input our title, so you can just personalize your title. But for me, which is lack of imagination, I will just name it as Vivian's Online Portfolio first. So everybody, please input the title. And next, I would like to invite you to use the search function from Google or whatever to upload a picture as a background. So here I have my toolkit already, so I'll just use my own. Here we go. So as we can see, we click on the background, and we can simply use drag and drop. Or we can here upload from the device or even OneDrive. So here you may just randomly pick some picture and upload. This will be the background of your whole portfolio, which is the first picture. And next, let's click on the plus. And we can see there are lots of things we could insert. So first we insert a heading. Insert the heading 1. I'm a photographer, so I will just type my photography in here. So don't worry if it looks kind of lame for now, because as we can see, we're creating a storyline first. So after we finish the whole thing of the cards, we will see the whole product at the final. Yeah, we can do my photography. Or if you're doing your personal portfolio, you can just write my self-introduction, or about me summary, or my experiences, something like that. And if you'd like to, you can drag an image here as well. So this picture will be the background of the My Photography heading. And yeah, I want a background for this. So I will upload another photo. Okay, so up to now we have tried inserting the headings and the photos, and next let's try inserting the text. So click on the plus and then click on the text. So for the text, I will just use, this is a text sample. So if you just wrote my introduction for the heading, you can just write I'm what, my profession and expertise is what, just similar to the examples of Peter Pan I just showed you on the slide. You can randomly write a few sentences and then revise them later after this workshop. Next. Some people may just ask, all right, so I add some photos, but these photos are normally with their captions or headings. Can I just individually insert a photo only? Yes, we can. So here, insert an image. And then, if you don't write any captions, then this would be an individual image. If you write some captions, like under, maybe at the lower right corner of the image, there will be the explanation of it. So yeah, I want captions of my image, of course. So I'll just write caption example. Yeah, here we can also see we can edit the text. We can add bullet points. We can also add the numbered list. We can even insert the links, just like I showed you just now, the Xuting's, her YouTube channel. And I will introduce these buttons later on for you. Okay, let's just imagine this is end of the first heading. And next, I want another one. So here, let's go to plus, text, heading 2. So this will start our second section. Let's say, let's name it as my scenery. So if you want it to be the emphasized font, emphasize it. And italic font, do the accent, my scenery. Yeah, so here I may want to insert more than one photo. So what can I do? Click on the plus again. Here we can see there's the group. We can find a few, say automatic, grid, comparison, stack, or slideshow. And here we can just use stacks first. And now I will use drag and drop. From 4 to 7. So here I drag and drop 4 photos in total. And don't worry if it looks lame for now. It will look definitely better later. So I can add captions to each of it. Let's just wait until they all upload to this home page. And here, if you click on the group button, you can see different ways of how we group them. But yeah, you can't do anything before all of the photos are uploaded. So let's just kindly wait for a while. Okay. Yeah. Details for now. Okay. And here we can go to the group type to see. So just now we used the stack. That means on the final product, these photos will just look like the photo stack. So we click and the next one, click the next one. If you think it doesn't look good, we can use grid. We could also use like the slideshow, or even we do it automatically. Okay. And next, let's insert another heading. Randomly say, here I want to add some video. So let's do my movies. And accordingly, I upload a picture as my background. So for those who want to do a personal portfolio, you can maybe say my presentation, yeah, or my end of term exam, like any videos you can put inside. So there is something different for the Microsoft Sway. As you can see in this banner, it says, new video and audio uploads have been discontinued since June the 10th, 2024. Swale will support embedded video and audio only. Click here to learn more. So that means like before, we can just upload the videos and audios from our computer. But now we gotta use embed. So I don't know what to add for now. I will just add the YouTube video that we just watched. So you can see this video. We can just go to YouTube and type the title. It's called Creating a Portfolio for an Interview. We go to it. How to embed the video. We'll click on the share button. And the very left button is called embed. We'll click on the embed, and you can see the embed code here. Click on the copy. Go back to our Sway, and then, see? Under the media column, there's the embed. And here it says, paste your embed code here. And now we can just directly paste in here and then just wait. See? It's on the left already. That is how we embed the audios and videos in here. And if we explore more for the group type, we saw automatic, grid, stack, and slideshow before. How about comparison? If I say maybe I lost weight, I lost 4 kg weight, and I want to show the pictures, then how can I tell the target audience about the comparison? We use this group style. So we add an image here. Now let me use drag and drop again. Yeah, if you have ever watched this movie called Hangover, you may know what I mean. So this is the comparison of the posters, Hangover. The one is the official version, the other one is the Lego version. All right. Well, this picture is still uploading. Let's go to the next section. So next section, for example, we said our presentation, our experiences, and next, if I want to say my resume or my CV. So CV is normally a file, right? Can be an Office file, PDF file. And for this one, same as above, we randomly add some picture in here. And here we can upload the media. Just go to this upload button. And here I have prepared the PDF sample in here. Yeah, this is also our last step for creating the portfolio sample. So I bet now you're so eager to see how it actually looks like, how the final product will be. And see, for now, it looks like this. Just now, we just simply say, add all the elements, the text, the images, and the YouTube videos, and the product will be like this. We can scroll down. Some of you may find out that your product may look so different from mine, but don't worry. I'll tell you why it is that. So see the movies, the heading, the YouTube link we just inserted, and the 2 posters. So you click on this button, and then you drag to the right, drag to the left. You can see the differences. And then here is the PDF sample that we just inserted. That is how it looks. So if you think this style is not the one that you like, or you want to change it to a, say, more a brighter one, don't worry, we have other options. So let's go back and then go to the design page. See, just now we were doing the storyline, and now we click on the design. And then on the right, click on the styles. So we can choose. So for this one, I scroll down as the sample, right? No, I don't want vertical anymore. I want horizontal. So we do horizontal. And then see, it can do it left and right. I want it to be as PowerPoint slides. Let me do it, and then it can show as the slides. And here it also says we can customize this way with the custom colors and textures. So these are the easiest samples. If you're, say, too tired to create or personalize your portfolio by yourself, randomly click on this one. Okay, I think I like the lovely orange color. So I will click on this, and the whole style is gonna change. That is how it looks. I didn't do anything. The only thing I did was just click and choose the style, and see the whole style has changed. But see, the text won't change, right? Text is still the text. The samples, the captions, and the sceneries, yeah. So which group style am I using? Slideshows, right? Slideshows. Okay. And the video, everything's the same. And you can also click on others to explore more functions and more styles, just like that. Okay, so let's say if we finish the whole portfolio, we can go to the upper right corner again and click on the share. We can share with anybody or specific ones. If you think it's not secure enough, don't worry, go to the more options. And here you can even require a password to view or edit this way. So this is the demonstration part. Does anybody have any questions? Do I make myself clear? Okay. So as long as you know about how the interface looks, we can just go back to our slides again. Here. So the three different layouts we just saw, the vertical, horizontal. Horizontal is more like telling a story, and also the slideshow. So slideshow, the advantages is like grouping contents to ensure they fit on the one slide. We do it frame by frame. So vertical layout just looked like this, scrolling up and down like a real website. And the horizontal, left and right. And the slideshow, gonna look like this. And it is customizable. We just saw from the interface. So if we go to the design part, and then other than those 35 styles that we have chosen, we can also do the color inspiration and the color palettes, and also we can choose the font. And for the image editing, remember I just give you a hint, like I'm gonna tell you what these buttons mean later. So here, these three buttons mean the size of the image. So the smallest one is the subtle, and this one is the moderate, and this one is for the intense. So we may have a look. For example, for my sway, let's go back to the storyline. Let's use the third picture as an example. So here you can see, I just used the smallest one, the subtle one, right? How does it look? Okay, it's like this. It's like this size, this big. So I want it to be intense, like super big. So I click on the button, and let's see whether we can tell the difference. Still loading. See? Now it's becoming much bigger than before. So we can just randomly change the size of the picture from here. And here, adding the focus points to the images. So we also saw the focus point button over there, but what does that mean? Like sometimes in the portfolio, you may insert a picture that is too large and sometimes a picture that is too small. So it's kind of hard to merge them together. But I bet definitely, insert a picture, there must be some focus points, some main points that you want the audience to see instead of ignoring it. So here, I'm going to tell you how to add the focus points to images. Let's take which picture as an example this time? Still, let's use this one because this one's an image only. See? Go to the focus points. And here you can just preview about the whole effect. So if I think the entire image is important, I click on the whole thing. And then you can see under here, the whole image is showing here. If I undo it, you can see they only emphasize the middle part of the picture. And don't worry, this is previewable on either the laptop or iPad or even iPhone, like all of the devices. They can adapt to. So I undo it. Or I say I want to focus on the tip of this picture. So I click on the tip. I click on this tip. And then see, down below the preview part, it emphasizes the tip. So it depends on which part you click on, and then it will accordingly emphasize the part that you want to pay attention to. Okay, this is the function of the focus points. And for grouping, we use photo grids. There are also two types of photo grids. The first one is automatic grouping, and this one is uniform grid grouping. So each of them has their own advantages. You can just choose whatever you like. So for methods to add interactivity, it's like a review. We do the comparison, photo stacks, slideshow, and also we can add the form. So Microsoft has a function called Microsoft Form. So when you do the sharing, you can also embed the whole form into your portfolio. Say, like after reviewing my own information, like to what extent, on a scale of 1 to 10, like how much, how often do you want to contact me? Something like that. Do a survey or a questionnaire. So comparison group, it put two images side by side, joined by a splitter control that viewers can drag left or right to see more or less of an image. While for the stack group, it lets your interviewers click through a set of images one at a time. It's like we have a stack of paper and I'm just flip. So slideshow arranges a set of images so that viewers can click through the set one at a time by using the arrows at the left and right margin of each image. It can also display a gallery of the thumbnail-sized images below the featured image. Remember the hangover poster? So for the form I just said, we can add the quiz or question to your survey and directly engage with your audience and track their responses. So 7 core styles. It is different in the way the content is laid out, in the use of decorators, and the image caption treatment, and also the use of color and the textures in the background. So remix function, I just introduced before. Different styles, and I bet definitely there's at least one style that suits you the most. Other than these, we have more surprises. So these are other more functions that is ready for you guys to explore. So I believe through the whole tutorial, each of us now has the same Microsoft Sway sample work. And we have tried some editing or designing functions on the slides. However, these are just a few basic steps. Other than these functions, Microsoft Sway has more surprises to be found by yourself, such as, we can add the tweet, we can add the audio, and then it is shareable, and it is connected by the storyline card, so we can just drag and drop to revise the order. For example, I want the video to show up at the very beginning, so I just drag it above, and also it can use the password applicable. So if you find today's workshop useful and you would like to further elaborate the work to create a real learning portfolio in Microsoft Sway, please feel free to explore these or even more functions by yourselves afterwards. So happy times are always short-lived, and our workshop is about to come to an end. At last, I have some wishes for you all which are written by myself. If your work and achievements are considered as a present, portfolio is the gift box with which you wrap them up. The packing materials you use and the way you wrap all depend on yourself. There is no standard answer. So wish you all the best on your way to success in pursuing the dreams. So here are the references and the resources. Thank you everybody for coming today.